Hare Krishna, Namaste, Chapter 7, entitled as Jnana Vijnana Yoga, Sloka 18. Udārāḥ sarva evaite, jñānī ātmaiva me matam, āsthitaḥ yuktātmā, evānuttamāṁ gatim. Well, the sloka very clearly says, jñānī ātmaiva me matam. He is my very self, and we are one and the same. How do we understand this then, when it says clearly so? It is very easy to understand. That's not the message here, because if jñānis are taken to be his self, and no difference between both jñānī and Krishna, the both are one and the same, it is one Atma, then the question is, what about other three? Artha, Arthati, Jignāsu. They are not included in this. They have been left out. If it is all one Atma, Aikyam, then all the four has to be mentioned, not just the jñānī. Therefore it is clear that is not the meaning of this sloka. Swarupa Aikyam is not the purpose of this sloka, and that is not what Krishna is saying here. So the purpose is to show the jñāni's extreme love for Krishna and Krishna's love for them. That's all. It is like someone saying their child as their own self. Baladev Vidyabhushan gives an example by saying, Bhadrasena is my very self. This is just an example he quotes. When a person says, Bhadrasena is my very self, obviously that implies the closeness between the person who is saying and Bhadrasena. It does not mean the person and Bhadrasena are one and the same. How much they love each other, that is what has been expressed by such statements. Therefore, the Advaitavada will not be appropriate here. So now combining the first half and second half and see the entire meaning of it, Krishna says, all the four are udārāḥ, great people, benefactors. But jñānī is very special. I consider him to be my own self. The reason the other three are approaching me, worshipping me for wealth, atma prapti, etc., and make me great by making me to give them what they ask. But the jñānī wanted to attain me alone. Srila Prabhupada quotes a verse from Srimad Bhagavatam. Sadhavo hridayam mahyam, sadhunam hridayam tu aham, mad anyat tena jñānāti, naham tebhyo managapi. The devotees are always in my heart, and I am always in the hearts of the devotees. The devotees does not know anything beyond me, and I also cannot forget the devotees. There is a very intimate relationship between me and my pure devotees. Pure devotees in full knowledge are never out of spiritual touch, and therefore they are very much dear to me. Swami Desika quotes another one from Mahabharata. Na tasyanya priyataraha pratibhutair mahatmabhihi vidyate trishu lokeshu tato asmai kantikam gataha. It is said that in the three worlds nothing is dearer to the Lord than the devotee who wants to attain only Him. Hence, I too became an exclusive devotee of His, wanting to attain only me. Here, not that the devotee's jñānī becomes devoted to Krishna, Krishna himself becomes devoted to such jñānī. That's a very important point. That shows how much Lord holds greater love towards his devotee than his devotees. In Garuda Purana, the Lord says, Yen muhurtam kshanam vapi vasudevana chintayet sa hanihi mahachidram sa bhrantihi sa cha vikhiya. That is, a devotee, even if they forget me for a moment, he considers that to be a greater loss in his life. And he considers that moment of forgetting the Lord as a sign for impending distress, a sign of madness, a sign of change of good time to bad time, even for a moment. So the point is, if jñānī is so much in love in me, devoted to me, shouldn't I consider that jñānī to be my own self? When he considers me to be his own self, that is what is being expressed by this sloka. So to summarize, all the four types of devotees are udārāḥ, benefactors of me, Krishna. Out of these four, jñānīs are very, very dear. I consider them to be my own very self, because of the reason they cannot live without me. It is impossible for them to live in separation from me. And they consider me alone the highest goal in their life to attain. Therefore, for me also it's impossible to be without him. He is my very self. So that brings up to the next question. How did this person get this knowledge? That knowledge that Krishna is speaking about. How did he gain this knowledge? And that will be explained in the next sloka. Udārāḥ sarva evaite jñānī ātmaiva me matam āsthitaḥ hi yuktātmā evānuttamāṁ gatim. Namaste. Hare Krishna.